Arjun was a young content creator who loved exploring haunted places for his online horror channel. One winter night, he arrived at an abandoned railway station deep inside a remote village. According to local legends, a ghost train appeared there every night at exactly 1:13 a.m., carrying the souls of dead passengers. Arjun did not believe the story, so he decided to record the entire night with his video camera. Thick fog covered the station, broken lights flickered weakly, and the cold silence around him felt unnatural. As he recorded his introduction, a deep train whistle suddenly echoed through the darkness. The rusty railway tracks beneath his feet began vibrating, and moments later a massive black train slowly emerged from the fog. Its windows glowed pale yellow, and dark smoke surrounded it like moving shadows. The train stopped silently before him, and every door creaked open together. A freezing wind rushed out from inside. Though fear crept into his chest, curiosity pushed Arjun forward. Holding his camera tightly, he stepped inside the train, and the doors slammed shut behind him. Inside, dozens of passengers sat motionless beneath flickering yellow lights. Their heads remained lowered, and the air smelled damp and rotten. Arjun nervously walked through the aisle and asked if anyone was there, but nobody answered. Then suddenly, every passenger lifted their heads together. Their eyes were completely black. Arjun stepped backward in horror while a pale woman in a white sari slowly smiled at him. In a cold whisper, she said, "You should not have boarded this train." At that exact moment, the train jerked violently and began moving. Outside the windows, there was no station anymore, only endless darkness rushing past at impossible speed. A little girl suddenly crawled out from beneath one of the seats. Her legs bent backward unnaturally, and she giggled while staring directly into Arjun's camera. The lights began flashing red and yellow as distorted whispers echoed through the compartment. One by one, the passengers slowly stood up. Some had burned faces, others looked drowned, and several had twisted necks and broken limbs. Arjun ran toward the train door in panic, but the door had disappeared. In its place stretched an endless dark corridor that seemed to go on forever. Suddenly, the train screeched to a halt. Outside the window stood a broken platform sign that read, "Death Realm." The ghost passengers silently floated out of the train into thick gray fog while whispers surrounded Arjun from every direction. Terrified, he tried to escape, but the pale woman suddenly grabbed his shoulder with icy fingers. "No one leaves after boarding," she whispered. Dark, shadowy hands emerged from the floor and walls, dragging him backward into the darkness while his camera fell onto the floor. The next morning, villagers discovered the camera lying beside the abandoned tracks. When they watched the final recording, they saw Arjun sitting silently inside the moving train among the black-eyed passengers. Slowly, he lifted his face toward the camera. His eyes were now completely black. Seconds later, the screen filled with static while the sound of a distant train whistle echoed through the darkness.